And we're live. Get my microphone a little bit closer. Jim might be here first today, followed by Code. And Nico. And I am hot as hell and almost sweating to death. Because it's so hot in here. And all I have is a fan in the window. About an hour and a half, I think. About an hour and a half. It could have been worse. I guess what happened was, I think they call it the electrical substation. We're all like the, what do you call it? Or, you know, yeah. It caught on fire or blew up or something. But luckily they could still fix it in an hour and a half. It's so hot that I hear the city that we go shopping in, theirs caught on fire as well. And maybe another town to the north may have something similar happen the day before that. So whatever they're doing is not working well for the summer. Well, we in Michigan are known to have a hot weekend during the summer. You know, usually 90 degrees are kind of rare, but they do happen. Not really rare. But they usually don't happen for too long. Usually it's 70s and 80s. And we'll get a few 90s here and there. Usually it's like during the week of the 4th, but we're having it before the 4th.
Mike's tray has a meat patty, corn, a small salad, and a carton of milk.
This house actually stays kind of cool during the summer, except for my room, because I have so much stuff in here. Now I got 2 monitors going, a computer going, TV going. I think my room puts off so much heat that it's the only not cool house in the room, the cool house in the house, cool room in the house. Can't even talk. But upstairs, it's kind of worse though. It's I guess it's not as cool upstairs, but it's even worse in my room. That's why I would like to have like a real powerful fan to put in the window, not this little wimpy one I have. Hailstone, probably not that big. Well, I'm not too concerned about what games I didn't play yesterday. I'm more concerned about me sitting in the dark, in the heat, with no fan on for an hour and a half. I think I get a rest day. I'm sure we'll catch up eventually. Frolic in your yard. Fortunately, that wouldn't work. We're on well water. When the power's out, the water's out. Try to use the water when the power's out, you'll probably burn up the well. Unfortunately, nothing ever goes wrong. Right, you know. Okay. Let's see here. Do I remember whatsoever what we were doing last? No, I do not. Do I remember the order of things? I feel like I feel like I can't remember the end of the last quest stream. Didn't I screw up and say I was gonna have to start the complete thing over again? Because we did something out of order. I forgot the wedge. Is that what it was? Didn't I get trapped in the house? I actually went to my car because my battery on my phone was at like 20%. And my car doesn't have air conditioning either. Yay! But the vent felt pretty good though. But then but then the power came back on, so it was good. The branch, I don't know if there's a branch in this one. Oh, maybe I screwed up and... That's where I screwed up. That's what it was. So that's why we gotta start over. Oh, the cow? Yeah. I mean, that guy was over here that day. I saw him out back. I saw him out back before the stream started, but then he left
oh my God, a cow,
before I could go downstairs to talk to him. They didn't know what he was doing out there. Well, then I started the stream that day, and then I had to take a bathroom break while we were in the middle of a game. What game was it? Were we playing this? What were we playing? I don't know what we were playing. Oh, it was the Crimson Crown, I think. Maybe it was, yeah, it was Crimson Crown. So then I saw him out there again while I was BRB from you guys, and I saw him out there again. So I was like, I came back in here, turned on my microphone real quick, and said, I'll be right back, guys. I got to see what's going on out there. And he said he lost his cow, or his calf, baby calf. And he said if I seen it, you know, let him know. But I came back in because I was streaming. He should have looked out here, but he didn't. He looked everywhere else. After the stream was over with, I just walked out back there, and there it was. Just sitting down in the grass, kind of camouflaged. He said it was only 1 day old. And he said being a cow and how skittish they are, he wasn't going to just be able to walk up to it and, like, get it to come home, you know. He was going to have to tackle it, maybe put a rope around it, and then guide it home. But as he went to go try to tackle it, the cow just got up and ran out the driveway, ran all the way up the road, and back into his driveway. So it actually ran right back home again. Okay, let's remember the order of things. Okay, so west. Let's see, I think it's south from here. Yeah. Oh, there was one detail I left out that I didn't tell anybody else. But when I went out there, I startled a deer that took off. And I swear that deer was standing right around where that cow was. I wonder if it was checking it out. It was a white-tailed deer. I guess deers and cows must get along, maybe. Because they both just stand around. Cow's coming home. Light lamp. Cow poop. So we go east. And we go north. And we go east. And we go north. And we go north. Yeah. Three-headed night. Then we go west. Go west again. Get the spade. Go east. Go north one. Get the catcher's mitt. Glove. Get glove. Go south one. Little Texas comedy song. North. East. South. This is all memorized from the other day. Hopefully, I'll remember everything. Dig. Get grenade. Memorize those moves. So, west. South. 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 East. North.
Hello, potion seller. I am going into battle, and I want your strongest potions.
So was the wedge up, or was the wedge just east? Was it east and south, or was it up? I think it was east and south. I feel like it was east and south. Let's see. Let's see if I'm right. Mm, I'm not liking this. Let's try to go up one. This is where I should say that. So I don't make any mistakes.
Oh, fishy, 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 fish. A fish, a fish, a fish, a fishy. Ooh.
No, this ain't right either. I think it's the other one.
I'm going to be very upset if in 2 years from now I don't walk out into our parking lot and see 40 Ferraris. Like, I'm going to be really mad.
There we go. Was Zelda that easy? You had to stand in a certain spot to blow a whistle. You had to know where all the secrets are. You had to know the combination to some of the mazes, or you'd be walking in circles. You need to get Nintendo Power Guide, or you'd be stuck forever. I'm not sure. Hey, games are help. Help! I'm being repressed. I mean, there's slight, you know, Monty Python stuff in this, but it's not as much. It's like it's like generic Monty Python at best. Oops. West. Great value Monty Python, yeah.
That's your thing, and you're going to come at me with that. Well, you might get a response. That's all I'm saying.
If this was a real Monty Python game, this French guy would be doing insults at us. And not just a single spit in our direction. The manual claims there's a rabbit in it, so we just haven't seen it yet. Yeah, exactly. There'd be things from the movie at least, or something funny at least. Not just a French guard unclogs his nose in your direction. That's the best they can get from the movie. Unclogs his nose in your direction. And it's a guard. So the guard is doing nothing but standing there trying to blow snot on people and nothing else. He's not trying to kill us, arrest us, anything. He just blows his snot, and when he misses, he does nothing else. Dime store. Oh, when I was younger, I will say around teenage years, maybe low teenage years, I don't remember, but we started shopping at a store that had been there for a long time, but I guess we just started going to it, and it was an actual 5 and dime store, still going on. They had a lot of the, the old kind of stuff you'd find in a store like that. Old toys and things. I can't remember what I ever bought in that store whatsoever. I don't remember anything. I do know he had a lot of Hot Wheels. I forget where that place was. 8 Mile, not 10 Mile, 9 Mile, not 8 Mile. I don't think we ever went down to 8 Mile too often. Eight Mile. Get shrubbery. Well, I think the guy did have, like, slightly increased prices on some of the Hot Wheels. They were, like, old Hot Wheels from a long time ago. Eight Mile's also very cool. Mystery House from 1980. Well, what I can do, what I always do, is just do a Google search and then check it out, and then I'll decide if I want to add it to my list. An adventure game based on online symptoms, released by online systems. I can't even talk. Let's see, it was released for the Apple II. So I would have to emulate it. Man, I used to have an Apple IIe. Oh, and I sold it. Man, I had an Apple IIe. Man, that'd be so great to be streaming that too. Because there's a backbit adapter for it. We could be streaming Apple II games, man. Off an actual Apple II, that means, not just... I was broke, man. I was in debt. Broke and in debt. Up to my eyeballs. I sold everything, including that. I had a Tandy Coco, gone. I had all kinds of stuff, all gone. Sega Dreamcast, Sega Saturn, Sega CD, gone, gone, gone. And more and more and more, gone, gone, gone. Tandy 1000? No, it's just like a Tandy... It's like a Tandy Coco 2 or something, I think, maybe. I don't remember what it was. I'd have to go through my old YouTube videos. Okay, we're back to the game here. We got shrubbery. You're in a dripping cellar. Get dictionary. We don't know what to do with the dictionary yet. Yeah, well, yeah, a lot of my stuff got sold right around 2017 or so, give or take. Instead of having an Atari XEGS like I do now, I had an Atari 800XL, but I didn't have a flash cartridge for it, and I only had like a couple games for it, so it sat in the closet when I was living down in Tennessee. See, this game is very basic. You don't actually use the wedge. The wedge just having it in your inventory just makes you don't get locked in. You don't actually, like in some games, set the wedge down, put it in place. No, it's just automatically used and in place. So here's a question here. Okay, we have a question here that we don't know the answer to. So, actually, I'm going to go find out right now. Before we do anything. I'm going to find out right now. Before we do anything else, there's something I need to find out. You see, do you remember in the beginning, we ran into someone called Eugene and he killed us? And we don't know if we can go that way? Here's the deal, though. There's a thing that we hear creaking, and eventually it's going to fall and not let us come back this way ever again. So I wonder if maybe something in our inventory is for him as well. Dictionary, maybe? I think we should go talk to him real quick because we could get soft locked again. Maybe we have to go that way. So we probably should go check out right now. Let's save right here. Let's do a real save. Well, I had to redo everything, Travis. Because remember at the end of last stream, I got soft locked. So I had to redo everything that we did right now at the beginning of today's stream. So about half hour's worth of backtracking. And we're good to go. Probably less than a half hour because we did a lot of talking. And I was late. A lot of backtracking and I was late. A lot of talking, I mean. We should check on them now because there is a chance that we won't be able to come back this way. There's a chance. Not unless there's another item to get that protects our head. You know. Maybe there's another item that we had to get later that'll protect our head. Guess we're going to find out right now. Nope. I forgot we need to be invisible. Can I eat the nut? How else would we become invisible? Oh yeah, we should examine our dictionary. Read what, Gorm? What? No. By Gorm. Bugs Bunny would use the invisible paint. Nuclear powered lamp. Can nuclear make you invisible? Eat lamp. Glow in the dark, yeah. Or have a third leg. Well, I sure hope we can come back. That's all I can say. We might not be able to come back after this, so.
This is like a gangbang happening.
I never lit the lamp the first time we went to Eugene. We died from him immediately when I started the game. I just grabbed the key, grabbed the lamp, went north a couple times, we died. Never lit the lamp.
I hold over 2,000 world records.
So, don't think that's it. But I do like the idea, though. I do remember that, though. I do remember that. Trevor is for these guys right here. Knights who say nee. 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 Oh yeah, we still don't know. Were we supposed to move the knights along with the wedge? Because now the wedge is not needed. Is the wedge in our inventory? We still have the wedge. When we went to the knights, something happened and they broke the wedge. But now that we don't need the wedge, I do wonder if it's supposed to help them along their journey. I wonder if they continue on. Because it does mention them in the manual. Like they have their own purpose, their own journey or something. So now I'm thinking that maybe we should do it.
Open up.
If I don't, what's gonna happen? Huh? You get mad?
We're already mad.
So I think we should just do it just because it's part of the stuff. We don't got to go back that way for any reason whatsoever, so I don't think it'll hurt anything. Part of me feels it's supposed to happen, so. I'd be angry if it had something to do with Eugene. Probably not. Probably not. They swing at you with his sword. It misses you by that much of an inch, but it turns your wedge into splinters. The knight then disappears into thin air. So we'll find out. Hopefully I didn't need the wedge for something else. But this game seems pretty simple that I bet it wouldn't have an extra use for it. No, I don't think it did. Yeah. Now we're going to save it. No, we're gonna give up on the whole game. It wasn't that fun. Most everybody here agreed that it just wasn't that fun, so. It was convoluted, and we have a lot more text games that we can play that look like they're gonna be a lot more fun. So. I mean, how many people actually really want me to return to it? Because I wasn't having that much fun with it. It was really convoluted. And I was getting frustrated like you can't believe.
I wonder what's for dinner.
Lift the dome. We're not even to the nights yet. I think we gotta go east again. And then south from here, I think. You are in an echoing chamber. Knights who say neek. The knights who say neek. We have the shrubbery. You give the shrubbery to the knight. He stops saying Nick. Like it says Nick instead of knee. It starts saying sin. What? What does that mean? What do I gotta give him now? Oh boy. What now? We shouldn't have to use the grenade on these guys. You don't know how to. Oh, we can still move on. Okay. You're at the mouth of a small tunnel. Exits are north and east. In a small field by a river crossing. South and west. You travel south, you're on the river crossing. North and west. Yeah, we finished Dark Lord. Man, there's a lot of nothingness over here. The Jester's hat. What would we need for with a jester's hat? It's nothing special. Ah, become invisible. Idiots. Visible to idiots with VIC-20s. So we have to go all the way back and all the way back. And hopefully that creaking thing doesn't fall on our heads.
Tony Schiavone, how about a moment of silence
But maybe since we're invisible,
for the best looking man
no one will
on
notice
the
us.
face of this earth.
My VIC-20 years ago. Rickster. Eric S.
I'm Todd Rogers, the king of video games.
So it seems we're not soft locked yet, so.
Oh, fishy, 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 fish. A fish, a fish, a fish, a fishy, ooh. Oh, fishy, 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 fish. That went, where did I? Did it go?
So are the knights is still in here? They are, but they're not really doing anything, so. Wait a minute. We never. Wait, I just came north. We never went east in this place. Oh boy. Going in uncharted territory that I probably should have saved first. The Book of Armaments. Now we're smart enough to use the hand grenade.
I hold over 2,000 world records.
It's nothing special. Probably just have to have it in our inventory and that's it. Now in the movie, you don't recall the knights being in a echo cavern, do you? I don't recall that. I see what you did there. Once upon a time, Kentucky Fried Chicken was talking about making a game called the KFC console. I think that was a April Fool's joke or something. I remember that.
Are we going to fan the gas or are you going to pop the clutch?
Oh, that's okay. We saved, so I can hit that. Okay, there. Once upon a time, I remember
They said there's been 10 billion games played. How are you going to do it? I says, because I'm Billy Mitchell.
Somewhere in the 2000s, traveling, down I-75 from Michigan to Kentucky, I think, and then we stopped at a KFC there, and they had the buffet. They had a buffet where you could get all the chicken you wanted.
Shop smart. Shop S-smart. You got that?
Imagine a KFC with a buffet. I don't know if they still have those anymore, but gosh. KFC with a buffet. Yeah. I think I've only got to try a KFC buffet maybe twice ever. Boy.
See this?
Yeah.
This is my boomstick.
And Pizza Hut had a buffet around that time. It was nice. I mean, technically where I worked at had a buffet. And when I first started there, they used to give us a free meal every day. And then after they got more stingy, they took that away. But of course, I would sneak food anyway. I didn't really give a crap about their rules. Screw your rules. They don't pertain to me. Okay, the creaking noise didn't kill us. And I'd get chicken off that buffet all the time. Pizza Hut in Canada actually released a 3D printer file for an attachment for the PS5. Uses the exhaust to keep your pizza warm. Alrighty then. I mean, normally I'm the kind of person who's going to eat the pizza before it gets cold anyway, so that doesn't really pertain to me. Okay, now we're going to see Eugene. Let's see what happens. Eugene says, who just trod on that Imagine advert? Imagine advert. This amazing sentence was generated by artificial intelligence. Good, eh? AI in the 80s. AI in the 80s. What the hell? Oh, man. Guess we're going north. Oh boy, what's this? Hopefully you didn't miss anything in this game. Exits are down and south, so I guess we gotta go down. It says, hi, Mom. You are in a long, cold tunnel. We're past Eugene. I think this deserves another save.
Well, hello, Mr. Fancy Pants.
Maybe we'll find that C and D nut eventually. Maybe we'll catch up to it. I'm sure we're gonna run into that rabbit soon. You go down. You're on a bleak moorland. And I keep forgetting to dig everywhere I go. Okay, we gotta go east and west now. Let's go west first. Now we have more directions. We can go west again, or south. We're gonna get lost again. It's gonna take me a while to memorize all this. Up? We can go up? We didn't find nothing. That felt like we just went in a circle. Oh, a piece of paper. Get paper. You take the piece of paper. God tells you that the number written on the paper is a page number. Okie I've only just described it. Well, how am I supposed to see the number? Well, I didn't look paper. Saturday Night Live Wayne's World? Really? Well, I'll put it in another link. Check it out.
Into the pit with those bloodthirsty sons of war!
I put in Wayne's World DOS, and it didn't come up with anything right off the bat. We got to put in point and click, maybe? It's hard to find. Maybe I had to take off the Silent Live part of it. Someone on Reddit says apparently there was a Wayne World's point and click adventure PC game. So I guess I gotta find it. All right. How am I supposed to know what the page number is? Maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe it doesn't matter. The young ones, that's the British guys, right? That I know nothing about. I don't mean that in a bad way. I just don't know nothing about them. Oh man, we're gonna really get lost here. Oh, okay. Please do not adjust your set. We're having technical difficulties again. Thank you. I think it's supposed to be some type of humor there. Yeah, hilarious. Hilarious, yeah. Honestly, I just don't think there's anything else to dig. I just don't feel like there's probably anything else to dig. I just don't see it, you know. I think it was a one-time thing. I'm trying to dig everywhere, and I bet it's never going to be used again, ever, in the history of this game. Mouth of the cave? The cuddly white rabbit. The rabbit is walking around happily eating carrots. Throw grenade. Cuddly rabbit leaps at your throat and tears you apart. What a pity. Next time, if I were you, I would try to stop this happening. It isn't very healthy, you know. Well, what was I supposed to do? We gotta get that paper again.
To be the man. You gotta beat the man, baby. And right now, woo, I am the man.
Alright, I got a link to it. Oh, it's stream only. I'd have to play it on the web browser. There's no way to download it from there. I mean, I could play it on the browser, but it probably wouldn't look good. I mean, it wouldn't be too hard to capture, but probably better if I could get, like, the actual files of the game. But I'll keep it up there anyway. We'll take a look at it. See if you can find a version where I can download the files. That would be even better.
Oh, fishy, 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 fish. That wit with an eye.
But if we can't, then I guess we'll rely on that. Get paper. And these are the most obscure things ever that it's going to tell us right here. You take the piece of paper. God tells you that the number written on the paper is a page number. Exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark.
We've never met anyone who doesn't like lasagna.
So what are we supposed to do, guys? Freaking out over page number? No, I just don't know what to do. Freaking out over page number. Look at page number?
Give me some sugar, baby.
What does it mean? I think the game only knows 2-word commands, though. Oh, the game with this punctuation? Yeah, okay, I see what you mean. I tried look at paper, but then it just looked around the area. Try examine paper again, but it still might not tell us. We tried this before. I only just described it. Look at book. I don't know. Because we have a book, too. A read book. You can't, stupid. Read what, Gorm? You open the book of armaments. You gotta be kidding me. Okay, now can we read the book? You consult the book of armaments, chapter 2, verses 9 to 21. It reads, First shalt thou take out the holy pin, then shalt thou count to 3, no more, no less. 3 shall be the number thou shalt count, and the number of counting shall be 3. 4 shalt thou not count, neither count thou 2, excepting that thou then proceed to 3. 5 is right out. Once the number 3, being the third number, be reached, then lobbest thou holy hand grenade of Antioch towards thy foe, who, being naughty in the eyes of you and the Lord, shall snuff it. Thanks, Irishman, for recommending opening the book. Why didn't I think about opening the book? I still don't know how to look at the letter. Or paper. What would my inventory say? We also have a dictionary. How if we open the dictionary? Pardon? Oh, we can't open that. Now we can kill the bunny, though. This game is cruel. Yeah, could be worse. Could be much worse.
I'm going to be very upset if in 2 years from now I don't walk out into our parking lot and see 40 Ferraris. Like,
Oh, I forgot.
Really
This is a dead end over here. This is a dead end. No, can't go this way. It's a dead end. A huge 3 megabytes. Wowzers.
Oh, fishy, 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 fish. A fish, a fish,
There we
a
go.
fish, a fishy, ooh.
Oh, 3 megabytes. What's weird is that
The gun is good. The gun! The penis is evil.
the version that you play in your browser is 22 megabytes. Does that make any sense? No, that's not.
That's your thing, and you're going to come at me with that. Well, you might get a response. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, it's probably a camera too. Yeah, probably. Since this part takes so long, we're gonna save again. Top level graphics? Heck yeah, it's a Commodore. Can't expect any less. Here it says you can go. Oh no, I think up is back out. That's right. This is where we came in at. You throw the grenade. It lands next to the rabbit, instantly roasting it alive. It looks delicious, but you haven't got time to eat it just yet. Okay then. Oh man. Can't go into the cave? No. Maybe East will go into the cave. Okay. So now we have 2 directions to go, east and south. We'll go south first. A junction of passages which looks identical to the echo chamber. Identical. Let's go north first. There could be less directions if we go and start here. Keeping up with the Commodore? Go east. Same thing. Man, they reuse a lot of graphics for this one. I think someone made this into a movie. Yeah, right. Oh man. Wouldn't that be something? You are going around in circles. Am I? You are lost. How do you know that I'm lost? I think we are really lost. I think we gotta reload. I think it's a joke. We're gonna run in circles and there's no way out. Is there a way out, though? If we can go up and out of here, then we're not really lost. Okay, we're not truly lost. But I'm gonna go down anyway and go west this time. Yeah, that's interesting, isn't it? Am I lost still? Ugh. Ugh, uncomfortable I am. Ugh. Oh, I just hit my thing. Oh god, come back. Okay. Sounds of the game, yeah. You are in a twisty passage. Oh, we're back to the rocky staircase. You are in a right-bearing passage. You're in a very dark tunnel. I could either go south or down. Down makes more sense, but just look around. Wrong bearing. Well-lit cave. We want to go north. Wait, we went down, so we want to go north or south, I think, yeah. Really? You're kidding me. Magnificent cavern. You see the Holy Grail. Is this it? Did we win the game? You take the Holy Grail. Okay, now what? Oh, we don't play that? Did we win the game? I mean...
Holy cow!
So what do we do?
It's like, oh my god, a cow, and we're gonna move.
Maybe it's a fake Grail or something? Maybe it's... Okay, we have the Holy Grail. The Mad Sorcerer. If I were you, I would move quick. The Sorcerer is experimenting with fireballs. I think I should save the game. Try not to get arrested. Void their sorcerer? I have no idea. Now I gotta figure out how to get out of this damn place. There we are. I don't know if we can get back to Camelot. That's the problem. Oh, we can. Yeah, that's right, because the tree branch is on the other side. What now? If I go north now, I don't have the wedge anymore. We're at the throne room, though.
Lady, I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to leave the store.
Who the hell are you?
Name's Ash.
Housewares.
I don't think we're... I don't know if we're supposed to come back here. Well, yeah, but we did a save, so we're okay. Oh. Plop down. No. Drink from the ground? I don't think this game knows any more than 2-word things, but... It doesn't even understand the word drink, though. The problem is the game doesn't even understand that word. It doesn't understand the word use either. I don't understand at. This game.
Open-faced club sandwich.
Maybe there's something else in here. Maybe we have to do something with the sorcerer, you know? I don't know. But we don't know what to do with that page number. Too late. One of the sorcerer's fireballs hit you in the censored. It does a lot of damage and you die from the pain. And the censored? No, not in the censored. Well, we also have a item that we never used yet. So what do we do with this item that we never used yet, you know? We have unanswered questions. And I bet we can't fill the Grail with water. I don't think it's possible, but we'll see. Go west one. West. I actually don't think there's no water here, though. We have the dictionary that we haven't been able to use yet. We have the Holy Grail, and we have a piece of paper that we haven't been able to use yet. So we actually have 3 items. Aramaic dictionary. We didn't use that. And we don't know what to do with the Holy Grail. And we don't know what to do with the piece of paper. We are kind of at a standstill at the moment. That's not the game I tried yesterday, was it?
Oh, Henry. That's one of our top-selling candy bars. It's got chocolate, peanuts, nougat. It's delicious, scrumptious, outstanding.
Read what, Gorm? Maybe it's telling me to read something in particular from the dictionary. But what? No, we already looked at the Book of Armaments. We did all that. Book of Armaments was a separate thing altogether. We did that. Reading the Book of Armaments is just what let us throw the grenade. This has to be separate. But what? It doesn't tell us which page, though. There was only one clue, and it told us when we picked it up. Maybe we gotta drop it. We'll drop the paper and pick it back up again. Oops. You drop the nuclear-powered lamp. It hits the ground and explodes, taking you and the rest of and the rest of the solar system, including Pluto, with it. Thank you, game. You're great. I didn't know I could do that. Yeah. Just drop the paper and pick it back up again. That might be the only way to find out what it said again. God tells you the page number written on the paper is a page number. What is the page number? How do I see this number? Maybe that's what I have to figure out, the page number of the dictionary. We did that. I did look at, I did examine. Nothing. Nothing, man. Nothing. I don't know. It's got to be another word. Look just makes me look around. So, unfortunately, it's all it does. Examine paper. The word look is useless. It's nothing special. Read paper. Read what, Gorm? Read paper, wait. Read paper number? Read what, Gorm? I did read paper. I did read number. We done everything. It's not possible. Can I put the paper in the dictionary? Put what where? Jesus Christ. Oh, man. Yeah, I did all that. Examine page. It's already been done, man. We need something different. Doesn't even understand page. Turn over paper. Don't understand turn. I don't think it understands the word put either. Put what where? Okay, it does know put. Okay. You really think I gotta go back to the throne again? Because we was just there. And I reloaded. Because we get soft locked. You looked it up. Aw, man. Damn spoilers. Man, you hate all these spoilers, man. We were trying to figure it out. I'll forgive you, but I really despise spoilers. I just hate it. until I ask for it. But thank you, Nico. Yeah, thank you, Nico. I didn't use the word put. I think I said place. Loss of a mod ship? No, I wouldn't do that. Nico's a good guy. You know what I pray and hope? That the wedge is not still necessary. Because if the wedge is necessary, guess what we gotta do? Start the game over from scratch if the wedge is necessary. That damn door. I hope Nico doesn't think I'm mad at him. Oh, it's put Grail. Sorry. Brilliant, amazing, fantastic. Well, pretty good anyway. You've completed the quest for the Holy Grail. Well done. We are very sorry, but we can't afford to give prizes to all the millions of people who have solved this game. So hard luck. When you press a key, the game will start again. I hope you have fun playing it once more. Goodbye for now. P.S. Did you know that there is a Spectrum version as well? Hint, hint. Press any key, please. And so much for the worthless paper and the worthless dictionary that did nothing. The dictionary never came in handy, did it? That we know of. It didn't come in handy that we know of. Would it have affected something? Maybe without the dictionary we couldn't have picked something up? Or maybe not got by the sorcerer? Maybe the piece of paper had something to do with something as well? We don't really know. We just had them in our inventory. So, you know. So, that's an average game. It's not that great, but it's average, you know. It's so-so. It is what it is. We had fun with it though. That's the important part. We had fun with it. My cord got tangled there. I'm trying to untangle it here. This game was trolly on purpose. Because there was too many soft locks. You don't have the wedge, soft locked. You got the wedge destroyed, then tried to go into the castle. Complete soft lock, and if you happen to save the game, you're screwed. And the biggest soft lock was the Knights Who Say Knee. Because if you went into the room, saw them, got scared and left, then tried to come back, like I did, then it's already too late because they'll kick you out every time, even if you have the shrubbery. We had to restart the whole entire game because of that. That was so bogus. So bogus. So what are we going to do here? We're going to look at things is all we're going to do. We're just going to look at things. We're not going to really play anything. We're just going to look at things for future games that we're going to play right now. Here's one of them. I can't remember if this version saves or not. The entrance hall is a small room. And exits to the east and west are guarded by knights. It's called Castle of Terror. This one has music. I know, this is amazing. By knights. Okay, you're in a vast banquet hall. To the east of the castle entrance, cobwebs cover the large table. This is going to be on a list of something we have to play. But I already have plans before we get to this game, so we have a couple other games to get to at least. This is the library. An armored knight prevents you going through a velvet drape to the west. Yeah, so do I. This is very cool, and I like the music. Can we save? I don't know how to do that. Okay. How do I save? NM? Oh, well, no. No, it's a tape game. So I'll probably have to burn this to floppy and find a D64 version that saves to floppy disk. It's probably what I'm gonna have to do. Because this is a game we're gonna have to save. There's just no way. So unfortunately, that one's gonna have to wait. How about Gothmog's Lair? What is Gothmog's Lair? I forget. Oh, it's a bright screen, isn't it? That was Castle of Terror. Welcome to Gothmog's lair. Wait a minute. For monsters. Thief and Cutthroat are awake. Igor's up. Oh, Jesus, William. Sorry about that. Yeah, that doesn't sound good. Maybe they're for decoration. There are people who just have things to hang up in the kitchen. That must be Gothmog. Difficulty, normal or hard? Normal. You are in a curving road. South or west? Does this one have graphics or is it, or is it just text? There's got to be graphics eventually because that beginning looked really cool. I hate that I have to type in east though. And west and south and everything. So I just need to put EA in instead of east? This one could be cool, but we have to think about this one. Need an Amigo controller for this one? What part of the Amigo controller? Though we have Solomon's mind, but I don't remember if it saves or not. Actually, I think it did save. I think it did save. Guess we can see the intro, since we're not going to actually play the game. RF. I hope you're going to tell me how awesome it looks through RF. The virtual keypad. So the quest begins. The Search for King Solomon's Mines, Part 1. Oh, the font didn't look good? Okay, I see what you're saying. What is your name, buddy? Tommy. I don't know. Indiana Jones. I'll put Indy. Well, Indy, you're chasing that treasure, I suppose. If you ask me, it's all crazy tale concocted by a deranged programmer. You'll be needing some supplies, and by the look of that fat wallet, you have money to spend. Being a kind and generous nature, I will supply you with a pack to carry your supplies at a bargain price of $10. As this is the only store around these parts. That's an offer you can't refuse.
I stole $1 million.
Unfortunately, it carries 5 items only. Here's a list of my adventurous supplies. Please choose by number. That's the awesome thing about this game, or bad thing, is we can only choose 5 of these items. So you really have to think about it. You're gonna need protection.
We don't have $1 billion in the bank like all these guys.
Like, would you rather have a rifle or a knife? Does the rifle take bullets that we have to run out of? Then maybe a knife would be better. Actually, maybe a knife for cutting things instead. Maybe it's not for attacking. You probably would want a compass to know where you're going. Binoculars would come in handy. Medicine would come in handy. Matches and a torch and a pick. Rations, beads. What would beads be for? Nothing dirty, please. Canteen and a rope. Like, what would you pick? Or if you only had to choose 5? Yeah, all of it looks essential. So I wonder if this game has replay value. A lot of replay value. I think we're lost without a compass. Prayer beads. You mean these bleeds? I don't think no one would get that joke. Unless you saw the bloopers for Cannonball Run. Those bleeds there? You know. God, that's one of my favorite movies of all time. I would be lost without a compass. I feel like a compass is essential. Do you think it's essential? I don't know. Yeah, those bloopers are amazing. Compass, rations, canteen, rope, and knife. I'm not saving this, so we're just going to pick compass. Very good choice, especially if you don't trust directions given to you by deranged programmers. Let's go. Let's see what the rations do. We'll give 6 rations. Food, the staff of life. Canteen. Maybe a wee drop of something to go within that.
I got a charmed long staff.
Hopefully the medicine doesn't have to go in the canteen. That'd be stupid. We probably could find water around the way. Rope. 12. And then knife. I once saw Jungle Jim kill a crocodile with that knife. I think we have... No, never mind. Okay. Have your selections. We'll just say yes. We're not going to play much. We're just going to play like a minute or two just to see if this is how good of this game this is. One last thing. That dead man, Stark raving mad, he kept on repeating something about a diary. And this, the skull. Look for the skull. It's inside the skull. Dashed if I know what he meant. Helpful advice. I for inventory. L, list items at sites. G gives obvious exits. Save, help, quit. You depart to the sound of Trader Jim's laughter. I think we are the Jungle Jim type. I am on the bank of the fast-flowing Zambezi River opposite the Trader Jim's. 2 paths lead into the jungle. Put G. I can go east and south. I am amongst 6 vegetation. Insects swarm around your head. Small animals move around out of view. I am on a track. A jungle appears to be thin ahead of you. A musty smell is accompanied by softening of the ground. You're gonna die already? I'm in a marsh ahead of an old tree, and clumps of reeds in the distance. A river seems to border the marsh. Sorry, can't translate. I am in quicksand and sinking fast. How do we get out of this? This is confusing. You're dead. I think we should try it one day, though. That's why I put it in here, so we can try it someday. What about Moby Dick? What was that? Did someone just add me? I think we played this once. Okay. I don't. This is not a text-based adventure. I think these are all the text-based adventures that we added in here. So let's see what else we have. We're gonna have to go into this. No, that's not it. This. Is it this? No, it's ain't it either. This. 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 And this. Some of these won't load, some of these will load. Let's see what we think of this one. Board of the Rings. Fordo stood in the party field under the great tent. Massive amounts of food lay heaped on the groaning tables. Hundreds of gay-crashing boggarts floundered helplessly under the weight of their bloated stomachs. A hole in one side of the tent served as an exit. Enter hole. However, Fordo couldn't go in that direction. How about south? However, Bimbo stood up on his chair at the far end of the tent. The noise quieted down to a dull roar. My fellow gobbets, he began. There was a chorus of belching from the fellow boggarts. As much as I love to stay and annoy you, I can't. So goodbye. There was a large explosion, which killed several of the guests, and when the smoke cleared, Bimbo was gone. Fordo wandered outside. Fordo stood in the party field. A great tent had been erected, and a hole in the thin fabric led inside. The road skirted to the west side of the field, and beyond that stood... Uh-oh. I don't know if I can read that out loud. At the end of the bog shot row. Oh, shoot. Fordo noticed nothing of real interest. Fordo was on the road beside the party field to the west of that place. To the west, the road led south through the quiet village of Boggarton. I don't know where we're supposed to be going. Yeah, it was, wasn't it? Fordo is now outside Bimbo's home. A large green door led inside, while to the east lay the road. Oh, we got graphics. Are they stole graphics from The Hobbit. I think that's what the door looks like in the Hobbit game. Fordo stood in the comfortable tunnel-like hall of that word. A large green door opened into the miserable garden kept by Spam the gardener. At this point, Fordo noticed his uncle Bimbo in Grandoff. Grandolph. As he entered, Fordo heard the end of a conversation between the old wizard and his uncle. And so we'll need to get some dense lemming to take and dump it where old Eyeball can't get it, said Grandolph. But what stupid individual can we get for a suicidal folly such as this? Bimbo stopped. They both looked at Fordo. Can I actually save? Slow disc or tape? A. Oh, I missed some stuff here. At this point, Fordo noticed. Wait. Catch, remarked Bimbo as he tossed a small gold ring-like object across the room with an astonishing lack of deftness. Fordo caught it. Ah, you will take it, smiled Grandolph. Good, you must go to the black land of Dormore and destroy it. But to go, thou must first unto Smelrond at Rivendell, and now I must go. I may see you by. Good luck, favorite nephew, called Bimbo, as he and the old wizard hurried away. Fordo's boggart friends arrived. You guys like this game? Would you like to see me play it in the future? It saves. Seems all right to you? What about the actual Hobbit game that everybody raves about? Then there's Lord of the Rings text adventures too. Some of these might not load, so we'll just see. In the late 70s saw an advent of new game genre, the computer adventure. As years went by and the games became more involved, society noted a strange new mental illness. This illness resulted from an inability to distinguish reality from fiction, and was directly attributed to a deep involvement in computer adventure gaming. The mental health specialists of the 21st century constructed great mazes populated with the cyborg opponents. Into these were thrust the ill to re-achieve a fiction-reality dichotomy, and thus to re-enter society. These mazes were named for the illnesses: Adventure Syndrome, Loading the Ultimate Madness. Do you wish to load a game in progress? No. You were in a room in a bed. You see the Asylum logo. The camera watches. You see a box within reach. In the box, there is a credit card. You may ask for help at any time. Oh, is this a good one? We're going to add it to the list. I mean, now, keep in mind, a lot of these are going to be down the road, so. This one I might not be able to save, or did I save already? I just clicked 2 and it wouldn't let me. Area to save 1 through 8. Oh, I did put in 2. Okay. Hit return. I don't know if it really saved or not though, but unfortunately, guys, I have to take a BRB break, so I'm going to have to put on some music if you guys want to watch me do a few more of these and check out what else we can play in the future. How about
They said
afterburner
there's been
music?
10 billion games played. How are you going to do it? I says, because I'm Billy Mitchell.
There you go. I'll be back.
I'm going to be very upset if in 2 years from now I don't walk out into our parking lot and see 40 Ferraris. Like, I'm going to get really mad.
Take your stinking paws off me, you damn dirty ape!
I'm back. Maybe check out the Real Hobbit one. I just saw that comment finally. This is the soundtrack. Now, where was I? We was in here, and there, and there. Nope, not other languages. English language. Brave African. What's that? You know what's always funny? Is that my bot also has a chat. So I have the chat from YouTube up over here, then I have my bot's chat over here. My bot can't show the emotes. It'll just show the words for the emote. So on this screen I see an orange cat. This screen I have the words cat, orange, whistling. Oh, that one crashed. We can't play that one. Cased Mad Mummy. £10 lighter? I wish. The Super Sleuth series, The Case of the Mad Mummy. Why not? As Basil Byron, famed sleuth, you have been engaged to investigate the recent strange behavior of Lord Monroe, famed British adventurer. Lord Monroe disappeared from public life over 2 years ago after returning from an expedition to Egypt. At that time, he shunned reporters and quickly fled the docks in a private coach. He looked drawn and agitated, some even say deranged. He brought with him a large cargo of crates, sea chests, and artifacts. It is rumored that he fled to his country estate on the west. Now as you cross the moors in your coach, you read through your notes and newspaper clippings. Lord Monroe, the famed adventurer, is today returned from his recent... Okay. Strangely, he did not talk to our reporter, but rushed away in a waiting carriage. Lord Monroe appeared to be drawn and agitated. Strange happenings. Mystery surrounds our local identity, Lord Monroe. Locals also report weird noises and howls late at night. Castle Creek, that says in the window. Outside Castle Creek, 1905. This could be a good one too, guys. There should be someone at the window. Oh, and someone's moving at the window too. Oh, this might be a good one, guys. That music. The door opens.
Your punishment must be more severe.
You head for the castle. Do I actually play, or are we just watching? We're inside the castle. The door is locked. Okay, I lists. Okay, G. This is just like the other game. S, south, press any key. You're in an entrance hall. I see a mirror, stairs, and a door. And go east and south. I'm at a great dining hall. I see table, armor, gallery. You guys like it? We can add this to the list too. I'm in the library. I see shelves, books. Sorry, can't translate. What does that mean, can't translate? Does it mean it just can't understand? Is it just saying it doesn't understand? I'm not that strong. Yeah. I was hoping for like the bookshelf would move, you know.
It's like, oh my god, a cow, and we're gonna move.
Like if you pull a book, you know, can't even lift a book. We're like a wuss. I'm not that strong. Hello. This one's difficult to understand. Might need the manual for this one. For like hints or something. I'll add this to the list of good ones. There's the Castle Terror. Actually, I think this might be a different version where we can see the beginning screen, but it freezes. You can't enter the game. But we get to see the beginning screen, where it's been cracked by, but then it freezes at that point. So, the version that we played earlier didn't have that screen. Critical Mass. We're only going to look at these for the next half hour. The temperature at the center of the thermonuclear fireball can approach 20 million degrees Fahrenheit. Uh-oh. Adventure by Bob Blauschildt. Uh-oh. That looks like a an atomic cloud. Oh, were we supposed to do something? Do you want to restore an old game? No. You want to wait? You want to start a new game? Oh.
The gun is good.
The gun is good.
The penis
S
is evil.
Okay. You are in a vacant office. Those graphics look kind of funky there. Try something else. There is an envelope and a vase on the desk. Okay. It's closed. Oh, okay. The graphics are a little messed up. It could be PAL. Destroyed by thermonuclear devices. This is not a request for ransom. The purpose of this warning is to create worldwide panic and thereby sweeten my revenge. The call was traced to a payphone at Central Park Zoo, but a search yielded no clues. Fortunately, the news media are cooperating, not publicizing similar written messages. You must find a way to neutralize this threat. Contact us in London. It's a little funky, but it could be okay. I don't know. Dallas Quest. Dallas, the TV show. That's J.R. Ewing in the middle there. Good lord. Will this one actually load? Or are we stuck here? We might be stuck. I only saw one episode of this ever, and it was the finale. I was just curious. I tuned into the finale. Never watched one episode except for the finale. You shot JR. Well, I can't even get it to load, so... I could look it up and see what it looks like on YouTube, and then determine if I can burn it to floppy. But, I'd have to really think about it. Yeah, who shot JR being huge, yeah. If a game boots me out to this page right here, that means it's not gonna... The Deeds of Limdrum. Who thinks of these words? Written by Crazy Olaf. All right. That is true, wait. But that's not how the terminology of the backbit uses it. The backbit uses it, burn it to floppy. So, I use that terminology because the backbit uses that terminology. I'm in a wooden cabin. Cabin-y? Cabin with an E. Things I see, a scroll. Okay. This one's kind of basic. I am by my wooden cabin. Cabine. It's a cabine. Wadden cabine. There's some really bad things going on with this one. We don't burn hard drives, yeah. I'm not sure about this one yet. I'm on a forest path. Things I see, some trees. Yeah. Lots of trees. Things I see, a scarecrow, a grain field, a raven. It could be okay. Just an example. If I click F7, burn to disk is the terminology it uses. It probably doesn't use copy because they use copy for copying the ROM, like copy and paste. So maybe that's the only reason why they had to use the word burn for the technology, the terminology there. So, okay, Dracula. The thing with Dracula is I don't know how much of it has graphics. A lot of it just looks like you're just reading a novel. I checked out a few minutes of it. And while it's in the graphic and text, I'm not sure when we're going to see the graphics because it looks like it's just text and text and more text. Now, Dragon World, I'm wondering about. What if I choose part 2? Instead of part 1. Oh, we need a password. We don't have a password. Never played King Quest either, so I missed out on that. See, if I choose part 1, we get to some weird minigame thing that I don't understand. We get a bunch of questions. It's like it's almost like a puzzle. Use your eyes, use your ears, use your brain. Have no fears. This is Dragon World. Hello. Did I scare you? Yes. Good, that's why I'm here. But I don't really like scaring people. What I prefer doing is playing music. I remember last time I had to count the notes. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well done. I love music and I love riddles. Try this riddle. Dragon egg, dragon egg, dragon egg, dragon egg, dragon egg, dragon egg. This doesn't look like much of a riddle at first. Which came first, the dragon or the egg? Probably the egg, right? I think I just put an egg. One of these eggs is a dragon's egg. Which one do you think it is? If I remember right, last time it was F3, I think. Or was it F1? I don't remember what I found it. I found it eventually. It was F1. A dragonfish's egg. How about F2? Yeah, I think there's another part of this game. If this game has a manual that makes it look like another text-based adventure, and not this. So I don't understand. I don't. Are you my mummy? I want to say no. Hello, Daddy. This is bizarre. There's got to be another part of this game. There's got to be an actual text-based adventure. There's got to be. I just don't know how to get to it. Because that's part 1. And part 2, we got to have a password. What's the other programs? Dragon Music, Dragon Solver, Mazes, the Riddles. Maybe there's 2 games called Dragon World. Maybe this is just one of them. Maybe this is the wrong Dragon World. I don't know. You were in the Hall of Calistheon. Winding stone steps lead downwards. A sword is nearby. Ooh, I want a sword. Graphics a little janky. Sorry, I don't understand. Mysterious forest presents you. Nice music. God, this is really good music. You can see those weird numbers keep flopping up. So it's a little glitchy. You're in the cellar of the hall. Stone steps lead up to the hall above. There is an archway in the north wall. A tinderbox, a plank are nearby. Cannot open it. We now have a tinderbox. You are in an emerald. You're in an emerald cove. A jetty runs out east to a ship. Cliffs rise north and west. There is an archway in the south wall. This has got potential if we get rid of some of the glitchiness. I wonder if they put the wrong game in this folder. I think that's what they did. I think they put the wrong game in the folder. They probably just guessed and just put it in there. If they put it in the folder, that's for graphic and text adventures. I bet someone got confused. This one could have potential. Eureka! Eureka! Ooh. And some of these have amazing music. You're in a leafy clearing in the forest. There are exits to the north, south, east, and west. Oh, we got all kinds of directions. See nothing special. Go north. You're outside a cave in a cliff face. Trails lead south and east. The cave entrance is to the north. Can we go north into the cave? Probably shouldn't go into the cave first. Something might kill us. You're in a limestone cave with many stalactites in the roof. The cave exit is to the south. You see a huge quartz crystal in which is trapped a human form. There is a human pelvis on the floor. Ooh. Interesting. Interesting. Did that joke go over my head? It may have went over my head. This game I don't think is loading. Oh, it's loading. Okay, never mind. Famous 5. The turn has ended and the holes are here at long last. Holes or knolls? I can't tell if that's an H or an N. Hooray! These are bad fonts. Your Aunt Fanny has kindly invited you to stay at Curran Village by the sea along with your brother Dick and your sister Anne. Let's hope there are lots of adventures waiting for us there. You are sitting on plush seats in the first class compartment of a steam train. Dick is here. He is carrying some sandwiches. That sure looks like an N to me, not an M. It is an N. Because it's the same N from sandwiches. Isn't it? Oh, wait. There might be a slightly more fuzziness to the M. Slightly more fuzziness. Anne is here. Uh-oh, did something just happen? Or do I just finally get to do something? Hello. You can't do that. Picturesque countryside passes outside. Where's my graphics? North? Can't go that way. Dick talks to Anne. Dick says, wasn't it nice of Aunt Fanny to talk us down? I wonder what our cousin Georgina will be like. Okay, let's move on. Picturesque indeed. Frankie Jupit. Waiting. Please wait during disk access. Which one of these games so far that I showed today looks the most promising to you guys? Castle of Terror? The Mummy one? I don't know. Don't tell me we're stuck. Come on. Might be stuck on this one. Asylum has my vote. Okay. But first we're going to play Transylvania 3. And then I might check out this Hugo game that I bought. So, and then we'll get to something in here. I might be able to get rid of the flickering if I find a better copy and burn it to actual disk. Or just find another version altogether that might just load better. Everything's possible with that one. But what was that one called? What was the flickering one called? I don't remember. Granny's Guard. Is that what that said? Granny's Garden Diggies or something it says. Is a structured adventure game written for lower and middle primary school children. Oh, okay. It's a kid's game. Let's skip that one. Those intros are not intros to the game itself. It's the people who crack the game make those intros. And I think there's like a story about that. You can read stories about that. That these people who cracked the game went out of their way to make more extravagant intros every time they crack another game. Trying to outdo the other people who cracked games. Trying to up their game a little bit. The Crack Wars, yeah. Bruds in Space. This one has a stupid line down the middle. Probably a PAL game or something. Or maybe it wasn't cracked right. Press any key to begin. There is a keyboard and a screen here. Use keyboard? I don't know how to use something. Says we can go west. I don't know how to turn something. Italy? Yeah, I saw that. Italy raster. I was like, okay. I was going with it. Push button. You must also give me the color. Ah. Push green button. Try something else. you son of a... The onboard computer announces you have received a transmission and communications. Okay. Is that Earth? Looks like Earth. North America, South America, Africa, Europe. Okay. I'm not sure about this one. We don't have a whole lot of time left, so let's just look for a few more. This one won't load, but it looks like a great game. I tried every version that I could find, it won't load. Or it won't save is what it was. It won't save. I might have to burn it to floppy if I want to play it. But this one looks good. Hunchback the Adventure. Hit space to load part 1. Oh, this one's kind of glitched. This one's glitched. And it's glitched. It's really glitched. I think I found one that played a little bit better, but it still wouldn't save, so I just didn't bother. This one's really glitched, but this looks like a really good one. The graphics are really nice. But I gotta find a way to... Yeah. I might have this one in particular in another folder. So, actually, let's look at Lancelot first. And then, because I'm trying to remember if that was a good one or not. And I'll see if I can find one that actually does work. Oh, wait, this is the one that wouldn't load either, would it? No, this one won't load either. Okay. Hunchback Adventure. I might have it in another folder somewhere, but where? Where, oh, where, oh, where? Oh no, this one won't even load. I can, but let me check one more folder for this. Fortunately, a lot of times all I find is the Hunchback, the actual Hunchback game, you know, the action adventure one, where you jump and stuff. There's a few weird ones in this one too, because they're PAL games. It's kind of set up in the same format. Okay, I don't remember where I found it. I thought I found one that actually loaded, but maybe I didn't. Okay, the Zach McCracken is combined with Maniac Mansion. They're both on the same flash file. And we played the Maniac Mansion one. I don't like to delete things, Nico, because something in there actually does work once in a while, so I'd be foolish to delete things. Plus, it helps me find things that I never heard of before. Look, just do this last feature, and then you can write your novel. Here's your ticket to Seattle. I want more on that vicious two-headed squirrel. First UFO sighting happened on Mount Rainier 50 years ago. Write it up too. Tabloid reporter strangles boss over lousy assignment. What was that? Nothing, boss. Later that night, Zach's in bed alone. Again. Zach McCracken. Yeah, Maniac Mansion is supposedly good on both, and they both have their own pros and cons, I guess. Hey, that's me. Tabloid reporter space is out in Dream. This is a pretty far out intro. What a dream. A wild dream. Well, I think we'll eventually play this, definitely. Wow, what a dream. I should make a drawing of that map I saw. What kind of game is Corruption? Yeah, but that's the fun part, Cannabis Kid, is that if I can't get it to work, I usually can get it to work if I burn it to floppy, you know. Sometimes. Text Adventures, Corruption. Well, I don't need a controller. Who needs a controller? I don't need a controller. I have keys on a keyboard. C-O-R. Probably have to go to more for this one. Corruption. Oh, it's a double-sided disc. Probably won't load, but we can try load it anyway. Sometimes side A will load, and sometimes side A will not load if you don't have side B with it. Cracked. Let's see. Corruption. Let's see if it'll load. How many games there was on the Commodore? A lot. Some say the most ever. Some say most ever games on any console ever. But I wonder how many of those are homebrew and not official, you know. They say for a console system, it's the PS2, hands down. But then for computer, at least old computers anyway, I heard Commodore beats out everything, including the PS2. It's stuck. It's just not going to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'll try the backbit collection. Dude. No. I'll have to just look that one up, probably. Probably not going to find it. Who knows where I'd have to look to find it on this thing. I could be hunting forever. Oh, so who asked me the other day about the Bud Spencer and Terrence Hill thing? I don't know if they're here today, but I believe it's just a graphic, nothing else. That's it. That's all it was. There they are, though. Pretty cool, though. I downloaded it when I saw it. Like, I had to get it, you know. I had to get it. There was, like, no way to not get it. Not even in here. I think I figured out it was Shift N sends me to the end, which is nice. I had to look that up. These are other files. There's a lot of cool things in the other files collection. Anything that usually is turned into Easy Flash will work on the back bit for sure. Well, it's about time to end the stream, so Cheeky Twins too. Oh yeah, I can play those. Would you see Cheeky Twins? Where'd you see that at? That's not nudity, is it? Better not be nudity. Better not get me clicking on something. Getting in trouble. No, okay. No, okay. I'm skipping things. Hello, come back. I think I skipped too many things. Sometimes these things don't like it when you do that. What was I gonna say? Yeah, hold on. I don't know how, if these games are too much for me. I don't know if a game like this is too much for me. Align the... I don't think I have to worry about that. I'm not sure if I should,
How do I look, Jack?
create a new character.
Oh, looking good.
There's a lot of stuff to do here. Do I have a saved game here that I've been messing around with? I don't think I have any. I guess we do have something. Can we just begin adventuring? You awaken in a small room, looking around. You notice all your gear is gone, as is your memory of recent events. Adding to your disquiet, you notice that your sword arm has been somehow imprinted with strange patterns. The rest of your body are identically marked. Like, how long would it take me to play it? Like, what's all involved with it, you know? All right, what was I going to look up? Oh, yeah, corruption. I was going to Google corruption and see what that is, you know. Five sessions at least? At least? I mean, that sounds... Well, actually, I figured it'd be a lot more. You know, I figured it'd be like weeks and months, maybe. Since I only stream like 3 hours a night. And... Corruption. Oh, I see. It's got some nice graphics for that one. And then I was gonna look up Lancelot too. Lancelot Commodore 64, see what that looks like. Well, I think the part with Lancelot is that when I was looking it up last time, I was mainly just finding videos for a game called Sir Lancelot. Lunchalot. Maniac Mansion 2? Do you mean, it's a game I played, because I played it before, Day of the Tentacle. I played that before I played Maniac Mansion. But unfortunately, I played it on, Twitch to a smaller audience with barely anybody watching. Fortunately. Would have been a lot more fun playing it with you guys, but too late for that. That game was amazing. I like that game more than Maniac Mansion. Much more. Maniac Mansion was fun, though. The Day of the Tentacle was really good. Did you know that there's a sequel to Day of the Tentacle? It was, I think they got some of the original people from some of the voices, I think, for that one. I think it was funded on Kickstarter, I think, maybe. But you can download it for free. And I downloaded it, and I was going to play it, but I was going to replay the original first, Day of the Tentacle, before we played the sequel. Since the I don't remember exactly everything with the original, it's probably worth a replay, since I don't remember how to do barely anything in that game. Let's go. It's got to wait, though. It's got to wait. We got other games to play. You know what I might do? Is, since there's quite a few text adventures, is, you know how I do the spin the wheel for a movie night? I could do a second wheel for all these text adventures. You know, we got the Castle of Terror, we got the Mummy one, we got a bunch of others. And, you know, whatever it lands on is what we play. Aren't the Zork ones just text only? Isn't that what I heard? They're just text only. At least the Commodore ones. Dallas. Alright, I gotta look it up, Dallas. We'll look it up. How fun will that be for the chat? You know, just text only. The Dallas Quest long play. Oh my lord. Let's just say that if you know all the solutions and exactly what to do in the game, the Dallas Quest long play can be beaten in 16 minutes. Because that's how long the YouTube video is. The third video down, when you Google it, says, The Dallas Quest, such a dumb adventure game. Hold on a second. Before I end this stream, I just have to see. Finish the Hulk one? I don't want to finish the Hulk one. I would only finish the Hulk one is if we just looked up everything and just did it all exactly what has to be done. I was gonna see if there was another copy of the Dallas one. I have another copy, but it's also not loading, unfortunately. Where's my other controller at? This it? This it? Oh, nothing. Yeah, Rocky Horror should be a text adventure. And not whatever that crap was that we actually played a few times. I'm hitting every key on the keyboard, so nothing. How about D? D for Dallas. Alright, guys, we're gonna call it there. And what is today? Monday? I promised ColecoVision for tomorrow. So that's what we'll play. That's what I promised, and that's what we'll do. And what did I promise for Thursday? I promised something. Was it the Commodore 64? Just regular request? Is that what I promised? Or did I promise something else? Is it Commodore? Okay, that's what I promised. So Commodore on Thursday. And so that means I also promised something else too. Shoot. What did I promise? What else was it that I promised?
Computer reporting.
Shoot. Because we're also going to start Transylvania 3. And then we're also going to do the Bard's Tale. And wait, did I not promise anything else? Switch stream? I don't have any Switch games. If I play the Switch, we're going to play Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom. And that's like a whole gigantic playthrough. Wii stream? I don't have any Wii games. I use the Wii to play GameCube ROMs. And I might need a bigger flash drive for that. And I gotta remember how to do it right. I gotta put the GameCube games on the flash drive, but I gotta remember how to do it. I think currently there's only one game on the flash drive. Are you laughing at Tears of the Kingdom? Do you know that I bought that Switch again just to play it? You're just gonna make me sell it in shame? Not even play the game I was looking forward to? Explain yourself. And how much I loved Breath of the Wild. Well, my Wii's already hacked. I just don't know how to actually play Wii games on it. I know how to play... No, actually, I can do Wii ROMs as well. But the problem is, I need more stuff. I need more, like, bigger flash drive or something. Probably would need a bigger flash drive. Because I did play a Wii ROM on the Wii. That's right, I did do that once. But, you know, that's a whole nother thing I gotta do. Probably more work. ROMs are huge. Flash drive is small. It's a lot of work. A lot of things to buy. Okay, someone buy me an HDD then. Someone buy me an external enclosure or something. Echoes of Wisdom is better? Okay, I gotcha. Yeah, they're like ISOs. I probably could fit a few GameCube games on the flash drive, though. Those are probably smaller than Wii games. Dollar General? Yeah, my flash drive's like 15 gigabytes, I think. All right, let's not worry about that right now. Let's not even talk about that. All right, guys. Good night, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good night.